Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Maria. Today we are making a Days Till Christmas Santa sleigh. Let's get to it. Okay, so we're gonna start with the screen. I'm gonna show you um, how I designed it on the Cricut. I did use my like from the image section. They had the sleigh, and then I left it the same size that it came up on the screen, and then I cut out Days of Christmas on one. And I cut out like a rectangle shape in the middle. You're gonna see why in a second. And then I connected it to my Cricut, and then I ended up cutting it. Now, what I'm using is a poster board from the dollar store, the red poster board from the dollar store. Well, you can say $1.25 because they're $1.25 now. But I used that and I cut two of these out. This one is just like that. So this is the back side, and then the other one will have the Days of Christmas with the rectangle shape out. Now I have the rectangle shape out because I am using that on a piece of one of those crates from the dollar store, and that's gonna be like, I guess you would say, like a cover for it. It'll be in front of that. So that's just me measuring it. I do apologize. The angle is a little off. I was sitting at the table and I was doing something different. So, yeah, that's why it looks like that. But anyway, I wanted to see, like the height of that. But then I said, let me do the white background first because I wanted you to be able to see the letters. So I had to add the white background, to this. So I add a piece of white, cardstock and cut it the shape of the sleigh. Probably saying it wrong. I apologize. But of the sleigh, and then I put it on the back. That way it can be like you're able to see the letters, because leaving it blank, you really couldn't see the letters. And like you knew it was there, but because the other part is red, it wasn't really letting it pop out. So that's why I added the white in the back so you can see it. Then the little piece from Days came out, so I had to glue that piece in there. But I needed to add that part so you can see it. And then I put it around the crate. That way you can see how it looks. But I did need legs for it because the bottom of the sleigh had like, it was up a little bit more, so I needed to lift that up. So I grabbed some Jingle Blocks, 3 on each side, and I had that little piece of extra wood that I had extra, and I just added that on top, and then I used the wood glue to glue these pieces together. I stack up 3 for one side, 3 for the other, and that longer piece, I believe, is from a paint stick, and it was an extra piece, and I like to save my little pieces that I cut off just in case I need it for something. So here I needed it for this, and I ended up saving it. Thank God I did that because I needed that piece, and actually worked out perfect for the height that I needed for the crate. So once I figured out the size and like the space that it needed, make sure that was even, then I glued the crate right on top of that, and then I glued the slate right in front of that. But keep watching so you can see how this continues to go forward. Okay, so I wanted the bottom to look like it had a little snow on it, so I grabbed some cotton balls, I unrolled it, and I grabbed some, like I grabbed a paintbrush and I added some Mod Podge to it, and I glued the cotton balls that I unrolled onto there. I used, I believe it was 2, a little bit for the front, and then the other half I ended up ripping that one as I was coming out, so I used both parts on the other second half of that. But yeah, I put enough glue on there for it to stick. I only put it on the bottom part. But yeah, like once you put it together, you do see the wood on the background. So I left it like that. If you want, you can paint it red, like that front part. But I didn't care. Like, it didn't matter to me. But I left it alone. To me, I don't know, you can see it, but then you can't. I don't know. I guess if you really pay attention to it. But the Jingle Blocks, for some reason, were in different colors. And when I just grabbed the ones that I was going to use, I just grabbed that dark color one. Didn't realize that it was a dark color one in my hand until after I sat down on the table to start recording. But it was fine. Like, I didn't care. You decide you want to do that, you can change it or make sure you have all the same colors. It's whatever. But it didn't bother me. So anyway, I made sure that that back part have to go there, like where it's supposed to go, and I wanted to make sure that it was even. So I grabbed the paintbrush again, and I continue to use the Mod Podge on here, and I put the back piece on, so you can see that it is like double-sided. And yes, I haven't painted the crate yet because I was debating whether painting it, and I was like, you know what, you're not really gonna see it, so I'm not really too worried about it. But in the end, I do. I actually do paint it later on in the video, but you'll see that coming up. But that's how it looks so far. Keep watching. Okay, so as you saw, I put something in the middle to hold that in place because it looked like it was kind of turning on me. I didn't want that. Moving forward, I had like a piece of block from the dollar store that I had used a long time ago, and I cut two pieces off of that, and I painted them red because these are the blocks that are going to go inside the small crates. Now, I only did these now to display, and I'm going to use some white paint to put the number 2 on one and then the number 5 on the other. We're still in November, so I haven't started counting the days till Christmas yet. But for now, I just did the numbers 2 and 5, 25 days. And then I'm going to make another one later on. But this is just so you can see like where I'm going at with this. But I used 2 coats of the Waverly Crimson Red on those 2 things. Those 2 pieces, and then like I said, I decided to paint the crate on the inside of that. I just did the top and the sides. So moving forward, I had this fabric and I cut 2 pieces out of it, and I believe 2 squares. So I ended up starting to cut a circle out because I was gonna cut the circle, and I said, you know what, I can make a little bag. I was like, you know what, maybe it's better if I do squares. So I ended up doing squares instead of the circle, and I ended up using my Mod Podge on here instead of using the hot glue gun or sewing it, because I clearly could have sewed it, but yeah, I didn't. So I used that to make the bags, like to glue it in place, but I do that later on. I thought I did it here, but I didn't. But anyway, moving forward, I write the number 2, and the 5 on these because they were completely dry by then, and I freehanded them. I didn't use a stencil, I didn't use any stickers, I just freehanded these on there with the white paint. And you can freehand them too, or if you choose, you can get rub-ons. If you use a different color, you can find rub-on somewhere, or you can use stickers with numbers. Dollar store has, I think they have them in black, if I'm not mistaken. But you can use those too. It's whatever, however you want to do this, if you plan on doing this. I thought this actually turned out really cute. But I went with the red and the white, and that will go in the middle, like in the inside like that. Days till Christmas, 25. And then I grabbed the fabric, and I already had the Mod Podge out, and I just used that. Put it on the sides, use my little clips, hold them in place, and then I turn them inside out. But I do make 2. I make 2 of the bags, and you're gonna see me put some cotton balls in there, and then tie the top with some ribbon. So like I said, I turned these inside out. Um, and then I added some cotton balls and I grabbed some ribbon that I had and I tied them in place because I wanted them to have like a little ribbon, little curly ribbon on there so you can see. This is gonna go on top of the crate on the sleigh so you can see that they look like Santa's bags with gifts on it, and I actually think it turned out really, really cute. Um, but if you watch this to the end, thanks for watching. I hope you like this video. It's really, really simple. Please like and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.